A while ago, I have published a comprehensive lesson on this piece on Teachable, but since then I have gained so much experience and wisdom that I decided to remake it. That's why for those of you who have enrolled in this course before, you might visit this course again and you might be surprised by a new curriculum and hopefully more detailed and clear explanations. And in this video, let me just quickly sum up some of the most important technical nuances and technique optimization tricks. So from the very beginning, of course, I suggest you to start in the comfortable tempo and at first play it moderately and training good stability in the nail joints and in the knuckles joints. Like mezzo forte, coordinating motions in such a way that you would release fingers that are done immediately. Yeah, so you release those fingers that don't work immediately. That's essential. But then motion coordination, of course, is also very important. For example, in the left hand, all such wide broken chords, they feel best when you coordinate motions in a certain way, and namely playing 3 notes in the keyboard, like that, and then 3 notes out of the keyboard. And together with a rolling sensation, like gradual forearm rotation, left, right, and together with these motions in, out, you get this rounded shape. For such leaps, releasing the hand right after hitting the thumb and moving a relaxed hand. This release at the last note of the hand position before the leap is essential here. In the right hand, it's a bit more complex, but I really suggest you to make an effort of understanding this motion coordination. So here we use mostly combination of motions in the keyboard and out of the keyboard. So for first 2 notes, we go in the keyboard, stabilizing knuckles, yeah? Our wrist remains neutral. We don't move the wrist up, just the knuckles. And the elbow goes a little bit, tiny bit forward for the first 2 notes. Other 2 notes, next 2 notes, are played on the motion out of the keyboard, like that. So in, out. Then we have a group of 6 notes that are played on one gradual motion in the keyboard, like that. So I gradually move in the keyboard till that D sharp. And then the next 2 notes are played out of the keyboard. And last 3 notes of the bar played in the keyboard. Yeah, so I really suggest you to break it into groups and make these motions. To implement these motions, you have to do them. You have to do these motions very precisely, not moving the hand by inertia, following the inertia after the hit. This motion is solely for stabilizing knuckles. Stop, 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 stop. So you break this bar in such groups, following the logic of these motions, and then when you can do them precisely, in, out, in, you smoothen that, yeah, and gain a little bit of shaping in the wrist, and at the end it will feel really natural. And if you will optimize motions like that, and if you will combine this learning method with working with stronger fingers and controlling that you have a very precise hit, a good stability in the nail joint, in the metacarpal joint, in each finger, and releasing all the fingers that don't work, then those 2 different practicing strategies might help you to make a much faster progress. Then, for example, another spot that gives hard time to many piano learners is in bars 13, 14, and so on. So here we also have to coordinate motions in a certain way. We have a combination of motions here, a forearm rotation, so left, right. And also we have a motion in and out. So for the octave we use a kind of a pulling motion. Like that. So you activate last joints of the fingers, but the motion is out of the keyboard, like gentle pulling motion, like grasping motion for both of these notes. And then next two notes are played on the motion in. Yeah, so we have a combination left, right, but also out. And the next two notes in, out, in, out, in. You don't really slide much along the keyboard because that would make things less efficient, but you still make different motions, out, in. Yeah, this coordination is essential. And of course, again, learning it in a moderate tempo with stronger fingers, but releasing fingers that don't work. And the passage in bars 37, 38, I would suggest you to learn in a next way, breaking it into groups of 2 notes, but starting from the second 16 note always. So you play the first 16 note, boom, release the hand, and then you play the next pair on motions left, right, bottom, using forearm rotation. So stable fingers, but you use forearm rotation, not just fingers. Yeah, so this is wrong. This working with isolated fingers will seriously limit you and might cause overuse issues. So you stabilize fingers, you work properly with the fingers, of course, but you assist them with a forearm rotation. So separate the first note, then 2 notes together, left, right. And then the next group, you play mostly using motions out and in the keyboard. So out, in. You see, so the first pair, left, right, rotational motion, and the next pair, out, in. Left, right, out, in. Left, right, out, in. Left, right, out, in. So here we use a separate motion for each pair. 1 time rotation, 1 time out, in. And I would suggest you to learn it like that, using dotted rhythms, making breaks. Stop, pop-on. Out, in, left, right, out, in, left, right, out, in, left, right. If you would coordinate motions in that way, it will feel much more natural. And the beauty of this method of such motion coordination, that if you would coordinate your motions properly and reinforce your fingers with such motions, then you would not even need to warm up before the performance, because when you have an optimized technique, it doesn't really matter that much whether you have warmed up, whether you have warm or cold hands, whatsoever. So this is a really great way to play piano and to save a lot of effort and to feel more confident about your playing. That's why if you want to learn many more tricks about this piece, and if you want to have a substantial progress in this piece, please follow the link in the description to my course, where I will explain harmonic language of this piece, interpretational options, further technical advices, and so on and so forth. So thanks for watching this. Please don't forget to subscribe, and see you next time.